Trump skipped the inauguration of his successor, Joe Biden, and it's the first time an outgoing president has done this in over 150 years. It's a move one can only describe as bitch ass. Bitch ass.
Let's go, ready?
So we're dedicating this bitch ass segment to the bitch ass in chief, Donald Trump, who not only today, but throughout his entire presidency, embarrassed himself as someone who tried to appear as a strong man, but was nothing more than a bitch ass. So let's begin with what happened in the 2020 election, something that he refuses to acknowledge. If you look at the total vote tally, Joe Biden beat him by a lot. Millions of votes, 7 million votes to be specific, which, by the way, is still a pretty devastating number, to be honest with you, that we have that many Americans who have voted for Trump. But nonetheless, he has refused to accept the outcome of the election, and Trump to this day whines incessantly about how everything is just so unfair.
I wish we had a fair media in this country.
It's so unfair.
Never going to treat me fairly, many of you. Worst, most unfair press treatment, they say, in the history of the United States for a president. I am greeted with a hostile press, the likes of which no president has ever seen. The closest would be that gentleman right up there, him treated worse. Nobody got treated worse than Lincoln. I believe I am treated worse. Worse. Yeah, no, I don't take responsibility at all. I'm treated worse.
So John, the guy who refuses to accept the fair outcome of the election, thinks that everything is just unfair to him.
Unfair.
He's not being unfair.
And I would have rather been shot in the back of the head.
Bitch ass.
Responsibility at all.
Let's go, ready? This is so unfair. It's so unfair.
This is what I'm talking about.
It's so unfair. It's so unfair.
So unfair.
It's so unfair. It's so unfair.
He would represent himself as like this patriot strongman who's terrified of a bird. But you know, this is what a bitch ass would do. Now, he also was so vain during COVID that he refused to wear a mask, and he literally told the press this, even though he knew that not wearing masks would increase the number of people contracting the virus, but he was worried about how it would make him look if people were wearing masks. He said, I didn't want to give the press the pleasure of seeing it, meaning why he chose to refuse wearing masks. But this is what a bitch ass would do. Then there was the situation with Greta Thunberg, where he decided that a real strong man would bully a 16-year-old climate activist. This is what a bitch ass would do.
it's difficult too, because the longer you think about it, the crazier you get, and so it's less productive. I can't ever prove, and it frustrates me that I can't ever prove, but I am sure that that has some sort of sexual connotation about hanging out with a friend or going to a movie. And I don't like any reason for that he could possibly have had. And that might be the biggest. Like, you getting so mad that a 16-year-old girl got an award because you wanted it instead of her. And then that would be sad enough. Like, I would be so ashamed of myself to feel jealous. But to then not be able to stop myself from tweeting about how much envy I have for this little girl, that is the saddest thing ever, maybe, for Donald Trump.